Hear me okay? But just using roller, a towel, a band. There's a lot today. And a cushion. Okay, I don't normally use that many apparatus. Okay, all right. Now keep holding that position, guys, but if you want to, you can add a little bit of a neck stretch. So if you've got the roller, what I would suggest you do is you bring your elbows in towards your ears and your face, and then just pull through the back of the neck as you lift your torso up, tucking your chin under. Okay, you can add a little bit of a neck stretch. And then bring it back down. We'll just do one or two more of those, and then we'll move on. If your towel is thick enough and strong enough, you may be able to get it, but it would be a lot harder to get this stretch on a towel. And back. Good. And one more, elbows in. Pull through the back of the head, chin to chest, give it a little bit more of a stretch. Good. Feels good, yeah? Okay, beautiful. That's going to prepare us for some back extension work later. Okay, so we're going to lie down and do our glute stretch. All right, so I'll take you through a couple variations. So easy, the knee up to the chest, okay? Or you're cross-legged over the other bent knee. You can add your reach through behind the thigh in front of the shin, okay? Good, and just hold. So if you do have your hand holding that knee, I'm holding my right knee, so I'm going to just put more body weight through the back of my right hip. So I kind of almost rotate a little more to the right side. If you're holding your left, you'd rotate a little more to your left side. Just hold that, pull it through. Okay, give it some extra. Breathe it out. And if you are holding your knee, no matter what version, you can circle now, just little circles, rotate around. Okay, some small circles. Do a few in one direction and then a few in the other. Good. All right, slowly ease out of that and then swap sides, whatever one you're doing, go straight into it. Breathe it out. All my weight now into my left hip and hold. Think about every time you breathe out that you give it a little extra and you let it go. Add some circles, a few in each direction. Change direction. And slowly ease out of that. Place your feet onto the mat, have it about hip width apart, and take one foot over the other if you can. All right, and actually take your hands out a little wider for a sec. Now I'm going to use my top leg to draw the other leg down to the side. Hopefully you can see that okay in the camera. And pull down through there, okay? If you can't do that, just keep your knees together. So you can just drop both knees out to the side if you want to keep it nice and easy. All right. Otherwise, you're using this top leg to pull the other leg over. Okay. Breathe it out. Bring it back to the center. Swap your legs over. And then pull that thigh down to the floor. Okay. It's a bit harder this side for me. A bit tighter through the back of my hips, the lower back. Breathe it out. Good. Bring it back to the center. Now, if you liked those, you can stick with one of those. But now what I'm going to get you to do, if you want to, is take one leg out straight, similar stretch. Grab that top knee, pull it right over to the floor. Let the hands and arms come with it. Then with the opposite arm to the leg, now I want you to pull it back and try to keep that knee on the floor as you take your arm around the opposite side of the body. Breathe it out. If you have a small child handy, it's always nice to get them to sit on your knee when you do this one. Kind of prop that knee down. Good. Slowly bring yourself in from that one. Take that leg out straight now. Hand on the opposite knee. Now take the knee right over to the floor first, remember. Twist that body right around. Bring the other arm up to the ceiling. And now rotate it. Oh, there was a couple cracks. That's nice. Breathe it out. Good morning, buddy. As you breathe out, let it all go. Can you get your hand touching the floor and your knee? And now bring it all back into the center. Place your feet back onto the mat for our pelvic roll-ups. Okay? So if you are experiencing a little bit of back pain, what you can do is just kind of work within the range where nothing's triggered, okay? So for everyone else, draw on the pelvic floor, press your lower back into the mat, roll up the spine. Yeah, get that nice straight angle, shoulder, hip, knee. Take a breath in, breathe out, and push one vertebra at a time into the mat underneath, and then relax the tailbone. So just repeat that. For some people, if they're a bit tight in the lower back, what you can do is rather than press your lower back into the mat, is just kind of lift the hips first and articulate more through the top half of the spine. And again, as you come down, articulate as you come down, but then you might just drop the pelvis at the end. Okay, it's up to you. Good, don't forget the pelvic floor. Good. Lift up to the top. Pause, feel your glutes engage. Big breath in. Breathe out now as you melt the spine back into the mat. Now if you are able to take your arms over your head, we're going to add a little bit more of a stretch. So as you lift your hips up, take your arms to reach behind you. If you can, touch the floor. Now keep the arms on the floor as you bring your spine back down. And then bring your arms back to the start. Okay? So envision that your spine is being pulled behind your head as the arms stay down on the floor. And then your tailbone is stretching through the spine as you bring it back down. Lovely. Okay, we're going to do one more. This is a really good one to do in the morning because it gets your spinal fluids moving. And bring it back down. Bring your arms down by your side. Okay, good. All right, so what we're going to do is we'll warm up with some up, up, down, downs. Okay, bring one leg into tabletop. Feel your sandwich and spinal muscles sandwich your pelvis and spine, and bring the other leg up. Then without arching your back, lower one foot to rest on the mat, and then rest the other. Okay, so nice and easy, but I want you focused. Start with the opposite foot now. So my right leg, then my left. Right leg will go down first, then my left. I'm now bringing my left leg up, so nice and slow, guys. Then my right. Left leg down, and then my right. Okay, two more, guys. Right up. Don't let your hips move. So the aim is to keep your pelvis as still as you can. So quite a basic move, but just giving you that time to concentrate. Warm it up for what's coming. Down. So on the next one, we're going to bring our legs up into tabletop. Keep it there for me. Okay, place your hand under your lower back if you can. You don't have to if you can't. And the other hand on your lower abdomen. All right, I want you to feel everything connect, so the TA muscle, as you now tap the foot down onto the floor and back up and alternate. Good. So you want to try to just minimize as much movement as you can, but feel a shrinkage of your lower abdominals. Okay, they shouldn't pooch out, they should shrink. They'll want to pooch out. Okay, but you've got to try to just flatten out that lower area. Good. 4 more. 3. I've got a couple speedies with me today. 2. Good. And lucky last one. Excellent. Okay, place your left hand on your left knee, right hand on top. Okay, we did these in a couple classes last week, if you remember. So press your knee and hands into each other as you extend your leg out and back in. All right, we're going to count 10. All right, can you still feel those connections? Still imagine your hand is on top of your tummy and underneath your lower back. Yeah. Now the lower you go, the harder it is with that leg that's moving. All right, so if you're finding it a bit of challenge, just don't take your leg out as low. Good. Starting to work a little harder now. Good, halfway I think, so I'll count 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good, swap the hands over. Right hand on your right knee, left hand on top. All right, so stick with my pace, okay? You go too fast, the muscle isn't under enough tension. It's okay if you do it, but I want a little slower this morning and feel everything supporting that spine. Good, last few. Breathe out as you extend. Breathe in as you come in. Good. I think we've got 3 more. 3. Are you still pressing that hand into the knee? 2. Good. And last one. Good. Hug your knees briefly. Give that lower back a little bit of a stretch. Now we're going to go back into that move. Oh yes, buddy. He's not going to let me talk today. Okay, so left hand on left knee, right hand on top. Now we're going to take it up a notch. So if that was hard enough for you, stick with the singles. Otherwise, what you're going to do is take the leg out and you're going to pulse it. 1, 2, 3, bring it back in. Okay, and again, same leg. Out and pulse. Brace through that core, protect your back and back in. Okay, we're going to do maybe 7 or 8. 1, 2, 3. But if you're sticking with your singles, try 10 to 12. 1, 2, 3. So halfway now, 4 down. Good. Focus on those abs. 1, 2, 3. Good. And if you've had enough, just swap sides. Okay. Good. And last one. 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's tough. All right. Right hand on the right knee, left hand on top. Left leg going out. Hold and pulse. 1, 2, 3. Now your back's getting a bit tired too. 1, 2, 3. You can bring that bent knee in a little closer to your chest. 2, 3. Okay, so you don't have to have it as far away. Good, halfway. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good, last 2. 1, 2, 3. Good. And lucky last. Hug those hips. 2, 3. Good. Hug your knees again. Circle it around. Give that sacrum a nice little massage. Okay. Beautiful. So we're going to go into some hundreds, okay? I'm going to start with a simpler version. So bring your legs up into tabletop. Now, if you don't like this one, if you find you're not enjoying that, just go back to your single toe taps, okay? You can do those, or you can do some single leg stretches, okay? But if you're up for a little challenge, I want you to knit your rib cage together and just lift your head off the mat a little bit. Hold it there for me, okay? Bring your arms to stretch and reach. All right, and what I want you to do is just some little pulses. Stretch your fingertips towards your feet and then relax a little and push, like reach and down. So little pulses, okay? Good. And you really think about drawing that rib cage, using more of your upper abdominals. Good. And 3, 2, 1, rest your head, okay? Bend your knees in, give yourself a little break. Okay, the next one we're going to do is what we call hundreds, but we're not going to do 100, so don't worry. All right, into the same position for me, okay? Now, I wanted you to feel those upper abdominals. This is where I want you to put all your strength, and I want you to lightly pulse your hands. Good, just pulse. Good. Try to aim for the shoulder blades to be off the mat, with just the tips still on, so the bottom of the shoulder blades will still be on the mat. Good. Keep pulsing. Good. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Hug your knees, okay? All right, so the next one we're going to make a little harder. Just choose your version again. Okay, we're going to start off with our legs straight and come into the same position, okay? All right. And still try to keep a little bit of neutral spine. I don't mind if your spine's pressing down a little bit into the mat. All right? And pulse for me. Good. Just pulse and breathe. Don't hold your breath. Let's get them burning. Good. Keep going. Breathe. Good. Hope you're feeling it now. It was good. All right. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Hug your knees. Nice work, guys. Okay. All right. We're going to go into some glute work. What I'll do is we're going to alternate between a bridge and our side lying position. We'll start with the bridge first, okay? So easy, bent knee, hard, straight leg. Choose whatever one you want, okay? So the bent knee is just straight up and down, harder, straight leg, up and down. Feel like you reach your heel up to the ceiling, yeah? Good. 4, 5, scoop in the abs, 6, 7, 8, 9, good, and last one, 10, swap it over, okay? All right, so choose your version, let's go. Good. So I'm obviously working the leg that's on the ground, but I am getting a really nice stretch through this top leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, beautiful. I'm going to get you to lie on your side. Now, I know there's one or two here that can't lie on their side. So while everyone's getting in position, I'm going to show you what you're going to do instead. So for those who can't lie on your side, you're just going to do your little kickbacks, yeah? All right, don't overly arch your back. Scoop in the belly, all right? And count 12 to 15 and then swap sides. For those lying on your side, bend your knees at a right angle. If you need a pillow, grab a pillow, otherwise rest your head. Okay, let's warm up with our oysters. Slide the hip away, bring the leg up to hip height and back down. No hitching of the hip. Okay, keep your hip as still as you can by drawing in your lower abs. And also knit your ribs again. Yeah, tuck your ribs under. They'll want to flare out. Good, so just warming up with some oysters. Feeling the glutes at the top. You always like to do quite a few of these, so we'll go about 6 more now. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. We're going to bring it up again and hold at the top. Without moving your top thigh, can you extend the leg out towards the screen? Bring it back in and then repeat. Okay. Now you might need to rest in between your reps. Okay. Otherwise, can you keep it going? Keep the challenge up there, yeah? Keep that thigh up there. All right, now look at your thigh as the leg straightens. Is it staying above the bottom thigh? All right, that's the hard bit, is keeping that top thigh nice and still. Good. We're going to go 3 more. 3, 2, and lucky last one. Okay, now take both feet behind. All right, now you can do your leg circles in this position here, yeah, but I want to add a little bit of a challenge today. I either want you to prop yourself up like so on your elbow, okay, or you can lift yourself up here. So I'm going to stick with the middle version. All right, some people like a challenge. Keep your ribs under. Okay, so little circles. All right, now look at your foot. Make sure that's going behind the hip. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 10. Reverse direction. Good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to go back onto our back. So for those who are on their 4-point kneeling, remember where you are, because you'll come back to some more of these kickbacks, okay? All right. So we're going back to our bridge position. All right, but I'm going to add a little bit extra to it as always, but you can stick with the versions we did before. All right, I'm going to lift that leg up to the ceiling, brace through my pelvis, yeah, using the back and the front. I'm going to lower the leg down towards the floor, but not touching the floor, and back up. And again, 2, we're going to go 3, yeah? 3, good, and then rest the hips down. Now stay on that side, okay? We're not going to swap sides. And again, lift up that same leg. All right, brace through that supporting leg. 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it back down. Rest. Same leg again. We're going to do 5. And up again. Now your aim is to not let your hips rotate or drop. Try to keep them level. And drop. 2 more to go. Get nice and warm now. It's so cold at the moment. 2, 3. I'm looking after your well-being, aren't I? Last one. Good. Don't want you cold this morning. 2, 3. Nice work. Let's swap sides. All right. 5 sets of 3. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. And I've found my strong side. So much easier on this side. You might find the same. 1, or maybe it was your other side, and this one's really hard. Good. All right, 2 down. And up again. 1, 2, 3. Good. And again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, we got one more. I was so focused. All right, hopefully I'll count it right. 1, 2, 3. All right, let's swap sides for your glutes. For those in the 4-point kneel, remember where you were and just keep alternating for me. All right, if you want the extra challenge, you can always pop a little weight behind your knee with those kickbacks too, okay, or a little ball. Okay, oysters. Are you stacked one on top of the other? All right, ribs under. Let's go. All right, so about 15 of these. 2, not too fast. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more, guys, and then we're going to go into our leg extension. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it at the top for me. Hold it if you can. Pull that hip away from the rib. Watch the thigh now as you extend that leg out and in. And keep it going. If you need to, rest in between. You might get to 5 and go, oh, I need a break. 4, 5, 6, 7. So your main thought is the back of the thigh. 2 more for me. And last one. Okay, let's choose your version of leg circles. All right, stretch out of that hip, reach out. All right, 10 and 10, little circles. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, reverse direction. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, well done, guys. Hope you got your cushion handy. I'm going to get you to lie on your back and stick it between your knees. But at the other time, we're going to get you to grab the band. Okay, if you don't have a band, light weights is okay. And I want it behind your bra line on the mat. Okay, so that's kind of just sticking out the sides here. Okay, and I want that cushion at the top of your knees. Yeah, activating those inner thighs. All right, so wrap your hands around the end of your band. Okay, all right, now with this move we're going to do chest press. I actually wrap my hands around twice, but it does depend on the strength of your band. Now this is quite a strong band. Okay, it's second from the top. So if you've got a looser band, you might find you need to do it a couple times. Now, have we got the... Okay, so you want the band under your bra line. And can you see how the band is more under my armpit there? Okay. Make sure it's coming through that the side of the body there. All right. Now, think about squeezing the pillow for me. Activate those inner thighs. 80% effort, yeah? Hold that squeeze. Elbows bent out to the side. Let's bring the arms to tap in the middle at the top, but slow to come back down. All right? So your elbows will always be at a right angle. Okay? Watch they don't lower. Kind of normal pace up, but slow to bring it down. Don't lose your inner thigh squeeze. Okay? Good. So we're going to do about 8 of these. So this is number 5. And as you're coming down from the chest press up, you want to feel like your chest muscles are resisting gravity. Good. Last 2. Press up. Oh, I nearly lost. Good. Excellent. And rest your arms. Okay. Keep hold of the band though. Just keep it there. And now I want you to pulse the inner thighs into your cushion 12 times, all right? Let's go. And 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so have a short breather. Second round of chest press. Grip the pillow. And let's go again. 8 reps. Up normal, but slow down. Good. And again, press up. Press your shoulders back into the mat too, guys. Especially as you come down, you'll feel them connect underneath. 4. Halfway. I'm feeling these already. I was out in the garden on the weekend. Some of you know this place is very overgrown when we moved in. There's a lot of cutting back, I reckon, years of growth. And I am feeling this. Was that 8? I'm going to go 1 more just in case. Don't want to shortchange you. Good. Okay, relax your hands off that band. 12 squeezes as well. Now, if you want to intensify it, bridge up. Yeah? Okay, you can lift your hips now and squeeze in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Beautiful. Oh, I felt the back of my legs with that one now as well. Okay, sitting up for me. Okay. All right. So let's get into your neck. Place your fingers onto your chin. All right. We're going to do our kind of like emu retractions. There's a couple of you that know these very well. All right. So have your eyes looking at eye level and simply press your chin back and feel like you're an ostrich that retracts its head, yeah? You don't want to dip your chin and you don't want to lift your head. Your eyes are looking straight ahead. Your neck muscles are lengthening behind. Keep holding it for me. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, anyone who's got neck pathologies and that, this is very quite safe. Okay, it's all about getting those neck extensors back over your shoulders. All right, we're going to go 2 more rounds. Let's go. Press back. Okay, now you don't have to have your hand there if you don't want to. You can relax the hand down and just feel the back of those neck extensors engaging. All right, hopefully my ears are more over my shoulders because that's where they should be. Okay, when you look at your plumb line on the side, those ears should be over the shoulders. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give it a moment. Okay, in a couple side to sides if you like. All right, and lucky last one. Hold. Good. If you're working today at a desk, pop these in every now and again, especially if you're at home. No one's going to look at you like, what are you doing? You look really funny. Good, just keep holding for me. Hold, hold, hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. We're going to lie face down. We're going to grab our band, and if you don't have to use a band if you don't want to. We're going to have it sitting above our hips, okay? Now, is there anyone who's not okay lying face down? Just give me a wave. Yeah, all looking good. Yep, okay. All right. Now, if your feet tend to cramp, grab that cushion and stick it under your feet, okay? Otherwise, just have your toes together, heels apart. All right. I will demonstrate the first one. Your hands are going to be underneath your band here, so hopefully you can see that there, but I'm going to rest it down to start with. Forehead down. I'm going to roll the shoulders away from the ears, and I'm going to go into my little back extension, just lifting the band up, okay? From there, I'm going to stabilize through the back of my shoulders, widen the band away from the sides of the body, bring it back in, and then rest. Okay, good. So when you're ready, let's go. All right, forehead down, roll the shoulders away from the mat, lift up your chest, doesn't have to be high, keep your ribs under, strengthen through the back of your shoulders as you widen the band out, bring it back in, and then rest. Okay, just keep repeating, guys. If you go too high, you'll compress your lower back too much, all right? So don't go too high. And also think about at the top, just keeping those ribs knitted under a little as well. Okay, that's going to stop you overextending the spine. Makes sense? Out, in, and down. Good, we're going to go one more, and then I'm going to add some variations where we do just the one arm, okay? So with a single arm one, if you choose to do this one, you've got to try to keep your one arm still as you extend one arm away from the side back to the middle. Now you could choose to rest, or you can hold that arm still and take the other arm out, in, and rest. Okay? But if you're doing one then the other, just alternate with the one, that opposite arm each time that you start. All right? Good. We've got 3 or 4 more. And that band should have some tension in it. You don't want it too loose. And I want you to focus on feeling between your shoulder blades, your middle to upper back muscles working to hold you up. Good, we've got 1 more. Good, and rest. Nice work, guys. Onto all fours. All right, cat and cow, onto all fours. All right, look up, stick that bum out. Now when you're in this position, feel like you press the ground out from underneath so that you grow tall, so that those arms are really, really straight. Yeah? And now tuck your hips under, rest the head down, let it hang loosely. But same concept, press the floor out from underneath so you grow tall and you just get that little bit extra more. All right? Good. All right, now place one hand just over your ear lightly. I don't want it resting on there. I want you to slowly turn and look towards your elbows. You bring it up to the ceiling. And then can you twist it underneath the other arm, under the gap there? And then again, repeat. Twist. Okay, it's all about the back today. I'm doing a lot for the back. Last one. Look up. And back down. Good. Swap your arms over, yeah? Okay. All right. Turn to the ceiling first. Look up. The more you look towards your elbow, the better stretch you'll probably get. All right, now drop it and reach under. Reach that elbow through. And again, 2 more. Look up towards the elbow. And under. So the spine should be flexible when you need it to be. You know, when you're doing the dancing, you go out dancing, or just walking and moving, should be flexible. But at the same time, okay, come up now. It should be strong when you're under load, yeah? Okay? All right, so while I've got here, let's stick with the band for a second. Okay. Now, if you've got your chair handy or prefer to stand with the band under your feet, that's fine. Okay. Otherwise, I'm going to kneel upright. I kind of like the kneeling upright because you still have your core on, just gently, yeah? Keep those ribs aligned over your hips. Wrap your hands around the end. Okay. All right. Beautiful. All right. So we're going to count 7 where we bring our fist to our shoulder and then extend straight down. So just 7 for me, not too fast. And I want you to tense those bicep muscles. That will add resistance, okay? Imagine you're carrying, 10 kilo weights already. Oh, they're hard to hold. Good. Oh, I lost count again. Let's go 2 more. And then what we're going to do is some bottom halves and top halves, okay? So with the bottom halves, just stop about here and just take it to the right angle and down and right. And now it's hard to stop and move midway. 3. Keep those biceps tense. 4. 5. 6. Elbows locked in by your side. 7. Good, now take it all the way to the top for me. Top halves. All right, stop halfway there. 7. 6, ribs tucked under. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Beautiful. All right, take some slack off the band. All right, have your knees kind of closer in together. and I want your palms facing out to the side, okay? All right, so I'm going to get you to go into some abduction work where you bring the arms back, up and down, okay? So you want to feel the resistance about halfway up and then just pushing through on that end range. If your band's too light, you might wrap your hands around once, see how you feel. All right, so let's focus on the back of the shoulder blades for me. Good, and again. All your postural muscles. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, I want you to grab your towel. And depending on your thickness of the towel, so I've just got a small hand towel here, I'm just going to roll it up maybe half of that, okay? All right, now I want you to find your chair. Lulu, I need you to move now. Oh, poor pussycat. Oh, I'm sorry, you have to come off. Okay. All right, so the rolled up towel is going to sit between your legs. Don't laugh at me, Neve. You'll probably find this hilarious. Okay, sit nice and tall in good posture. The towel is there to give you some feedback on your pelvic floor. Okay, now if you're pretty good at your pelvic floor, you might not need it. Okay, all right, so we're going to sit nice and tall. You got the towel between your legs. Think about the muscles you use to stop your wee flow now. Draw those muscles in. Okay, lift them up. So it's all internal. You cannot feel outside. All right, now the towel is there because as you relax them, you're going to feel that drop into the towel. All right, I hope that makes sense. So again, draw the muscles in, use the muscles to stop the wee, to stop the wind. Yeah, so front and rear passage, and then relax. Okay, so just repeat for me. Just get a feel up and down. Okay, and I wanted to leave you with this one because I know a lot of you will go and sit at your workstations today. And you can be doing these while you're at your workstation. And it's going to help improve you if you get up during the night to go to the toilet. Okay, if you have leakage issues, like if you run or do star jumps, yeah, it does work if you do them consistently every day. Okay, it will make a difference. And obviously when we're pregnant, you know, these muscles get weak after having 1, 2 or 3 children. They get wet. Okay, so now can you try pulsing? Lifting it up, relax. Lift it up, relax. And with the pulses, you don't have to feel like you draw it all the way in. It doesn't have to be strong. Just get it moving, you know, just kind of getting it nice and pliable. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to leave you with that. Don't forget to do them today. Okay, to do your singles and then do some pulses and even some holds and that. Okay, you're lucky guys. I had lunges to finish off, but I've run out of time. So